Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm back here with another video for you. Today I have a fun pin tag concept. So this concept was brought to us by DayTrippingDisney because she's amazing and I don't even know where she got this idea, but it's really cool. So the concept is that we take our top 5 lowest edition pins and see how low we can go. So there are 5 of us all uploading today and we will each tag somebody, but so you know who's uploading today so you can check them out. They'll be linked below, but it's me, DayTrippingDisney, Jody and Laura Life, the Satakateers, and Geeking Out with Melly Mel. And they all have really cool collections, so make sure you check them out. Okay, so let's get into what are the ones I chose. So I have a lot that are similar edition size, so I wanted to choose pins that were at different points, but it's really common to have a pin that's maybe 1,000, so I tried to keep all of mine under an LE of 1,000. So we're going to start off with a Disneyland Paris pin. This is a series that they did. It was 2018 it started and ended in 2019. So there are 12 pins that they did with this concept of having somebody, like some character in a ride. I can't remember which of, I think it started in June and this is September, I think it is, pin. But it is Jacques and Gus in the teacups, which I love. And look, it goes back and forth. Hold on, if I can hold it right. So I think all of these pins have a moving element and a little dangle here on the back. Because it is a Paris pin, I think Paris is the only place that does this. They actually put on here what number of the edition you have. So there are 700 in this edition size, and this happens to be pin number 174. I wish they would do that with the US pins because I think it's really, really cool. But that is my first one. And now let's see what goes under him. Next I have, of course, one of my favorite all-time pins. He seems to come up quite a bit, but it's my Peter Pan. It all started with a mouse pin. This was from a pin event in Paris, and his edition size is actually 425, which sometimes the edition sizes for Paris are not what you would see in the US, which I think is kind of cool. It's kind of a different edition size each time. This pin happens to be number 237 of that edition size. So, and I love, so this little dangle has the year Peter Pan came out, and we just have Mickey as Jean there, and I don't know, I just really love it. This whole edition with Mickey as different characters and movies is really awesome. There is a pin with him as the, either with the Mad Hatter or as the Mad Hatter. I can't remember right now. But it's really awesome. If you want to see a cool pin, go look it up. Okay, next we have an LE of 300. So this one is a fairly recent pin. It is Madame Mim, and of course you have Wart here as the bird, from the Dark Tales edition that the Disney Hollywood is it Studio Store? I think it's, what, hold on. Yeah, Studio Store Hollywood, I guess. Okay, which I've never been there, so life goal. But I love how they did this little detail here. The bird and the candlestick are a pop-out pin-on-pin element, and she is just gorgeous. And of course on the back, because it is a Studio Store pin, you have your ice cream cones. So these ones do not have, they have the copyright Disney, but they don't have a year on them. So sometimes they're a little harder to track down as far as the year goes. So next, I have an LE of 250. And this is a D23 pin from, I believe it's 2010. Let's see if we can get her to focus. She's absolutely stunning. So this was, I think, Disney Legends was the theme for this D23 event. It's unclear to me whether or not she was an artwork piece or there was a mystery set that went out that year, and I don't know if she was part of the mystery set or the artwork. So I'm still trying to track that information down, but she is definitely one of my coolest pins. And there is her back. So I think we were supposed to tell you how we got all these pins, and I'll be honest, the first two were a trade with actually the same person. And the rest of these I have bought. The Dark Tales I bought off eBay. This was an Instagram seller, and so is my last pin, well, my official pin. I do have a couple bonuses for you. And it's a surprise release from the Disney Hollywood store that was done, oh shoot, I don't remember the year. Maybe it was 2017. But there's only 150 of these ones. So it is the Happy Holiday, I think it just says Holidays pen with Mickey and Minnie in it. And I love Christmas pins. That's what I've discovered this year, is there's just something about Christmas pins that really draws me in. So I have a really substantial Christmas collection. But here's the back. You have, of course, your ice cream cones that go all the way over, and your studio logo there, and your edition size down at the bottom. This pin does have that pin-on-pin element as well with the wreath. And you have Mickey and Minnie there. I just thought it was adorable. So that is my official 5. And now I wanted to see, I was pulling out stuff and I wanted to see, well, how low can I actually go? And I know I have a lower edition, like regular pin. I think it's around 100, but I couldn't find it today. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's because I have a lot of pins. But, okay. So I'm going to show off a couple of fantasy pins because fantasy pins tend to be of a lower edition size. So we're going to start with, this is a Disney Crisp pin. This one is an edition of 100, so going just a little bit lower. It is a substantially large pin and very heavy and just gorgeous. I do think you might be still able to get this pin from her. I don't know if it's sold out yet. She only opens her store on certain days anymore, but I'll link her below so you can go check out her pins if you like, because I think, no, 2 of the fantasy pins I'm going to show are from her. So the second fantasy pin I'm going to show is from her, and it's what's called a top pin. She has another pin that would go underneath this, but she only sold, I want to say 50 of the top pins. So these are still available last I knew in her store. They are cheaper than getting the full pin because at the time I just couldn't swing for the full pin. So I got the top pin because I really liked it. But there's that one. And then my final one is also an LE of 50. This is not a Disney Crisp pin. It says Deviant Fantasy Pins. So it's probably the creator, but she is a LE of 50 as well. And we have Wendy and Tinkerbell, and I just thought it was adorable. Also one of my favorite pins. So, but that is my limbo. So I think I got pretty low, which is fun. Okay, now it's time for me to tag some friends. I'm going to tag Sarah from Chronically Disney. I'm going to tag Heather from Irresistibly Magic, and Christy from Christy's Corner. They all have some fun channels, and I think you're really going to enjoy them. They're just awesome people, so go over and give them a thumbs up and watch out for those videos. So that's all I have for today, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!